Police lifted the lid off a large metal pot sitting on a kitchen stove. Inside were human remains. The man who rented the apartment had escaped through a bedroom window minutes earlier. And what police discovered next would shock Australia. The victim was a woman named Mayang Prasetyo. The man who ran was her husband, Marcus Volke. Neighbors had heard the couple fighting for months, shouting, doors slamming, objects breaking. Then, on the night of October 2nd, 2014, the arguments became impossible to ignore. Residents later said they heard screaming for hours. Then suddenly, everything went silent. Nobody realized they had just heard the final moments of Mayang's life. The next day, something strange started happening inside the apartment building. A powerful odor began spreading through the hallways. Residents complained. Marcus blamed it on burnt meat, but the smell only became worse. Then another detail raised alarm. The apartment owner noticed bloodstains inside the unit. Instead of confronting Marcus, he quietly took photographs and called police. When officers arrived, Marcus appeared calm. He told them he needed a moment to secure his dog. Police agreed. But Marcus never came back. Instead, he climbed out a bedroom window and disappeared. By the time officers entered the apartment, they already knew something was wrong. They just didn't know how wrong. Inside, investigators began piecing together a disturbing timeline. Marcus had recently purchased bleach, garbage bags, duct tape, rope, and gloves. He had also appeared at a hospital with a deep cut on his hand. He offered an explanation. Investigators would later question whether it was true. The deeper they looked, the darker the picture became. Then officers entered the kitchen. On the stove sat a large metal pot. They lifted the lid. Inside were human remains. The smell that had filled the building suddenly made sense. Search teams later found Marcus only a short distance away. He had taken his own life. But the tragedy didn't end there. After Mayang's death, some relatives refused to recognize the identity she had spent years fighting to build. The woman who had supported her family for years was buried under her former identity. The smell led police to the apartment. The apartment led them to the truth. And the truth destroyed every life connected to it.